My kids are really into the game right now. So
You got to keep them up late?
my son will stay up late. I don't know if he's going to school tomorrow.
That's all right.
Get
Just so,
outta
Joe,
here, really?
just so you know, Joe, we when we invite you, we always assume you're not coming. Okay, just so you know. All right.
Can't you just record the game?
Who's that? That's you?
Who was
No,
that?
that's not me.
Who was I thought it was like one of your kids.
Me too. I looked at my phone real quick.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
Hit it.
Right before.
Hey.
This is
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it.
19
Big Daddy?
No, this is Eric B. and Raquel. But I want to say, dude, I want to say 7th grade, 1987.
Oh, God.
It's definitely in the 80s,
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I want to say like 7th grade, dude.
I don't know.
Rocking to this.
This shit is dope.
He's got one of the best voices ever. Man.
He does.
Rakim.
Hey, episode 26.
26 in the house.
So, did you miss us? Because we're back. Vacation's over.
Well, welcome back, fellas. Welcome
Yeah.
back from your vacation.
I know Joey's mom missed us. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. We have sitting across from me Mike D with a fresh haircut. Look at that.
Yo,
Look at that.
That's a fucking
Huh?
nice skin fade, brother.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good. To my right, we got Joey.
What up?
I'm Adrian. Representing down in Tennessee, our producer Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Gabe.
It's been a minute, fellas.
What's up, Gabe?
Miss you guys.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
How was your trip? All right.
It was good. It was good, man. Had a nice trip. Yeah, definitely. The weather could have been better.
Was,
know what I mean?
Was it relaxing, or are you more tired now than?
No, it's not so much tired, but I mean, it wasn't that kind of vacation. It wasn't like relax. We were doing stuff, you know. I mean, I put 600 miles on the car. You know what I mean? In 5 days.
Did you really?
Yeah. So we were doing stuff. So it was cool. It was good. Like I said, just wish the weather could have been better. It's like mid 60s, cloudy. You know.
Yeah.
So Joey too. Joey had a great vacation.
Vacation was dope.
All right. Nice. And Mike, you had a great week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good.
Glad to be back up.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
like sometimes vacations are fun, but I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Is this happening right now? Or is that a sound?
This is a fire happening.
Oh, okay. All right. I just didn't know. It's a soundboard.
I hope everything's okay. Out there.
Like, yeah, I thought Gabe, Gabe's new soundboard. Anyway, fellas, like we start every show, we talk about what we're drinking. And what are we drinking today? Mike, you want to kick it off?
All right. Well, listen. In a couple of days, it's going to be Cinco de Mayo, so I went with Corona Extra.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll tell you.
All our Mexican fans out there. Yeah. No, we have them. We do. Gus, Eric, believe me.
I think Gabe's our only Mexican fan.
Viva Mexico.
Coronas are always, I have to say, Coronas are always in my fridge in the summer. Such a great summer.
Yeah,
refreshing.
you like to squeeze a lime in and shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I like to put a little shot tequila in there.
Little floater.
Yeah.
I feel like I need it to be 100 degrees out to have a Corona. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this guy, I mean, this is coming from the guy who drinks Bud Heavies in his garage.
By myself.
I got a cooler full of Bud Heavies. They're not going to drink themselves.
What are you drinking, Adrian?
I have, I went, guys, I mean, I brought, this up a few times, but I went back to the well on this one. This is the Montauk Major Wave Chaser.
Mm.
And it's a 9.2% double IPA.
That's a
Shout out to the Montauk.
fairly new
Love it.
beer, I think, right?
This is new, but
Yeah.
I've had it a couple times on the pod. I've had the Wave Chaser several times, but this Major Wave Chaser, this has got to be my second or third time.
Nice.
I love it. Love you, Montauk.
All right.
Joey, what do you got?
Joe got something special.
I got a
I'm interested
fucking.
in this shit.
This
right
is
here.
new and exciting. Your cousin Vinny hooked it up.
Woo.
Buzz Balls. Never heard of this until recently.
Look at
It's
this.
like a little fucking hand grenade. This one is a Tequila Rita, and it's 6.5 ounces, and it's got 15% alcohol.
Ooh, there you go.
Dude, that's a lot of alcohol for an adorable little bottle
Look
like
at this
that.
little fucking thing. I also have it in a strawberry flavor too.
Ooh, that's probably delicious.
Hold on, Vinny only gave you two?
No, he gave me 6, but I drank 4 already.
Greedy bastard. Gabe,
But,
what about you, pal?
How's it taste?
I'm gonna find out.
What do you got, Gabe?
Very good.
Yeah.
So
You can do
today
that
I'm
all day?
actually drinking. So
These will
I'm
fuck you up,
drinking the Youngling,
Oh, Yingling.
Yingling.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Right.
or as we used to call them, Ayugans.
Hadouken. Hadouken.
Well, you can or Ryu. All right, cool. We're all drinking again. I love it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Boom. Boom. Good to see you guys. Gabe.
What the fuck is this? I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You just shut it off. Yes, you did. Joey's playlist just popped up.
All
All
right.
right, fellas, we're back. It is that time. Let's just get into it, all right? You see the hat I'm wearing, right?
Yo, let's
Go
go.
New York, go New York, go.
New York Knicks.
Our New York Knicks. Okay, we got Game 6 coming.
Yes.
Okay, they broke my heart. They broke all our hearts the other night and stuff. I don't know what he's playing right now.
That was as much of a heartbreaking loss as you'll see,
Yes, but
as you'll feel, I should say.
it was. You just brought it up right before we went on, Joe. That it reminded you of the Reggie Miller game,
Absolutely.
and I thought the same thing, and it was really ironic because you had a lot of '90s Knicks were there in attendance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I really did. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
It was crushing, man, and it was. I felt, Joe. I know we talked about this yesterday. I felt like these guys started unlacing their shoes, like they started untying their shoes. You know what I mean? With like 10 seconds left. You know what I mean? They really mentally checked out.
made
Here
like
it
fucking
is.
3 different mistakes. You know what I mean?
He did.
Yeah. He
I
missed
think it was.
shots.
This was.
Look at OG. Boom.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love this kid, man.
Yeah. No, he brings a little spark to the team.
But the Garden was rocking, man. By the way, they keep showing Latrell Sprewell. He's had the same suit on for fucking 3 games. Like, for real. This guy doesn't have
He's like-
another suit.
I travel light.
Times are hard. So, Mike, what would you take? You were talking about it before the game. You felt like what they should have fouled?
Absolutely. I think Thibodeau should have told as soon as they 76ers inbound the ball, you put your hands on them and get the foul.
Yeah.
It's only 2 then.
Yeah.
But you want to let Maxey shoot a 3 and then he gets fouled. That's 4.
I know.
Well, the problem was who was the first guy to pick him up?
It doesn't matter. That first inbound, you jump the guy. You jump him. You jump him.
Nah, I hear you, man. I don't know if you guys heard though. Tibbs, the coach of the Knicks, he said they were saying like, did you want to foul in a situation? Like, how come you didn't foul in a situation like
Yeah.
that? And what he said was, it was kind of, it said a lot.
All right.
He didn't throw anybody under the bus, but he said, we need to work on our communication.
Yeah.
Because
So
then
he
they
did
showed
say
him,
it.
he was screaming
Foul.
Foul.
See?
Foul.
What the fuck, man?
and nobody heard him and stuff. And
Well,
Uh,
You,
so
you have a timeout, though.
you're right.
You have a
You're
timeout.
100% right, man. You're 100% right.
I think they should have used that timeout. Why save it there? Get
but
yourself
no,
set.
truthfully, they didn't lose it there, right? They lost it in overtime.
They did.
yeah. Well,
You know?
you mean, we talking officially? What are we
Yeah,
talking?
no, because you have to talk officially, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because the overtime play was even worse.
But that when Brunson threw it away?
Exactly. When Brunson threw it away, I don't know. He should
Oh,
take the
to
shot.
when
Take the
he-
fucking shot.
Well,
When he was passing to Isaiah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the right.
That
of-
jump pass was, yeah.
I know he was committed, and the guy was in his face. But you got to take the shot.
No,
You're
but I
Brunson.
mean, he faked everybody out, including Isaiah.
He
You
did.
know what I mean? But the problem, see, why I think that kind of happened, and especially like, he wasn't ready for the pass. Brunson, like in overtime, it was like 1 versus 5. He was scoring all the points. He kept driving against all these guys, and he wasn't really kicking it out. And nobody else really stepped up. A couple times these guys had the ball, and they just like, they're playing keep away. And right away, they're looking for Brunson, to feed it to him.
Why is Isaiah there, though? Why is he out that far?
I agree, because he's not a 3-point shooter.
No,
So-
he's taking 6-foot jump shots and grabbing rebounds. That's what his job is.
But he really wasn't there. That was his position for a moment. But you saw he was charging the boards.
Yeah.
He thought Brunson was ready to fucking shoot the shot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He was doing
I
his
think you're
job.
right. You might
he
be
was
right,
putting
yeah.
himself in position to fucking, get the board, the rebound.
Yeah. I think
they
also
got to hit free throws, too.
you're right.
Oh
Josh
my
Hart should.
God.
Josh Hart,
Oh my God.
He hits those free throws, the game's over.
You're right. In that case, it's over. But like you could go down the line. Like there's Brunson missed a couple free
Yeah.
throws. I mean, there's so many different situations you could sit there and say if they just would have hit that, or they just would have scored
Doesn't
there.
matter. Listen, we know tonight is the game, and we want them to close it out.
We gotta.
100%.
I
But it didn't matter because we still got another game. If that don't,
That's true.
You know
We're
what I mean?
sitting pretty still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. We're in control. But I mean, these guys need some rest, man. I was hoping
I
to
know.
close it out the other.
No, but fucking the big gooch in the fucking 76ers with the
No, Embiid.
Embiid. Yeah, Joel Embiid.
He's hobbling.
He was done.
He's done.
He was done. So
He had a triple-double.
fuck it. Let's play back to backs. You know what I mean?
Well-
Wearing them down. All they got is Maxey left. You know.
I think tonight's. I mean, I think the fact that they're playing Like I think he's probably hurting the most.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
the fact that there was only 1 day of rest in between.
And he's a dirty motherfucker, right?
Yeah, he has
No,
been.
no.
I never really looked at him as a dirty player, but in
he's
this series he's been
a sore loser.
yeah.
That's a sore loser. Big fucking sore loser.
And so I know you brought up, like, did you hear him after Sunday's game, right? After game 4, he was all pissed off because Knicks fans, how many Knicks fans were in attendance, right? So I know you had brought this up and stuff. We have one of our friends' son, okay, was at the game. Shout out to Thomas, okay? You know who you are, all right? Allison, I hope you're watching or listening. But I saw him on TV and I snapped a photo. I paused and I snapped the photo because, as you guys know, I recorded the game Sunday. Right? Because the game was on.
I watched it this morning.
Yeah. The game was on. You guys, I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. All right.
All right. I don't even know how to record a game, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
I'll show you. So the game is on at 1 o'clock Eastern time. All right. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's too early. I got stuff to do. You know what I mean? I got to cut the grass. All right, I'm washing the car.
It's nice to get it over with, you know, like, and then you have the rest of the day.
Hold on a second. You just recently switched your TV platform, right?
I did.
So now you stream everything.
Yeah. Yes.
You can still record
Direct
shit?
TV. Yeah.
Oh.
Bro, from your phone.
You record shit on your phone?
Yeah.
No shit.
I'll show you.
That.
See? Joey's the tech guy of the group.
I didn't. I mean, dude, who's fucking recording shit?
Who do you have? Dish?
Who's watching shit on
Direct TV.
their phone
Direct
like
TV?
that?
What'd you say, Gabe?
I mean, like, who's really? I mean, not many people will just sit there and watch an entire game on their phone either.
You know what?
No.
Adrian will.
We got to take a poll, okay? Because I would love to know how many people record stuff. Games.
We should do a poll because on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
But
We can do that. We have the capability of doing that. We can
yeah,
do that.
and I think it's going to come back
All right.
a lot to a little.
This we don't usually get to this segment so early in the show, but I guess it's me. All right, this is the I
Definitely
guess
you.
it's me segment because
Definitely you.
I recorded a game and anyway, watching it, I see him on TV. I pause, snap a photo, send to him. He was coming back. He was driving home from the game because
That's awesome.
I watched it so late.
What I was really interested in the fact that people from New York going to the game because it's more cost effective to go to a 76ers stadium and watch the playoff game than to go to Madison Square Garden and watch it.
What are you saying? The price of the ticket?
Yeah, the travel and the ticket doesn't even compare to what Madison Square Garden's
Well,
charging.
you know what they're charging?
I heard the numbers. So for a ticket for the playoffs and like Sunday's regular ticket was like $150
In Philly?
in Philly.
That's it?
$150.
So
Yeah.
just to add to that, I heard you can get into the Sixers arena for $93 was the cheapest ticket, and to go to the game the other night, the cheapest ticket was $400 at the Garden.
At the Garden,
Yeah.
400.
Cheapest was
Cheapest,
$400.
And that's like standing room.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
That's fucking ridiculous.
that is
That's
but
3 times the
that's,
price.
dude,
that's New York.
average seat in the Garden was like going for $700.
Now, so
Crazy, dude.
Yeah. So what's Philly? A fucking 3-hour drive?
well, I'm
Yeah.
saying they were saying the other night, 100 miles from arena to arena.
Really?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
it.
On a popular radio show around here, a sports show, they were saying today that Joel Embiid lives in New York City and he commutes.
To Philly?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, he commutes every day?
I guess so. He has a
Practice?
driver. I mean,
Really?
he might have another spot in Philly, but he's a New Yorker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What show is that?
Tiki and Evan.
Nice.
Evan's seen him before.
Really?
You have trains that go down to Philly too, though. from-
Yeah, there's an Amtrak that takes you right there. Yep.
All right. So speaking of that, okay. So they were so upset that New York. I mean, I want to say I don't know exactly, but they were saying like it was almost like 60-40.
Took over, yeah.
60 Philly, 40% New York fans that took over, the arena there
Yeah.
in game 4. Joel Embiid was crying about it. He was all like, it's not okay. And he was all bitching about it at the end of the game. It's a weird.
Wait, let me ask you a question. When I started watching the game, and I had to question myself. I'm like, they're in Philly, right? Like, because I saw so many Knicks jerseys. Did you do that to yourself? Like,
No,
you did question?
because I knew games 3 and 4 were in Philly. So,
Yeah, I knew they were, but everybody was from like. I'm like, wow.
no, it was big.
That's what I'm saying.
It great turnout, and shout out to all those people. Like I said, our friend, right? Our friend's son Thomas.
Yeah.
He went down there with his uncle.
Nice.
His Uncle Rich. So it's a weird, it's so weird because think about it, right? Like they had a guy I heard on the radio. There's a guy that's exactly, let's just say he's 50 miles away from the Garden.
Okay.
So if it's 100 miles from arena to arena, right?
Right.
So if he's 50 miles, he's smack dab in the middle. You know what I mean? And he said, he goes, all through school, he was like, it was mixed. You had, Philadelphia fan, like Eagles fans, Phillies fans, 76ers fans. And then there was Giant fans, Yankee fans,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knick fans. He goes, it really was so split. It was so, what the fucking Philly? It was so good. You just threw me off, Gabe. And he was saying that they broke it down, the percentages and stuff, that there was a bunch of people who bought tickets by zip code. They broke it down. So I forgot what the percentage was for New York. But there was a high percentage of New Jersey, and especially in that area. And that's like the difference where, you know what I mean? As far
Like the
as
borderline.
trying to figure it out. It was definitely more Philly fans than New York fans, but it was a lot. So because of what happened, right? And Joel Embiid, he's crying and all that stuff. And they're all like, that's like that's the reason why they lost, right? It's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
They still had home court advantage.
So I saw today,
Cry babies.
right? I saw today on Twitter. What, is it Twitter? No, X, right?
X.
Whatever. It's Twitter.
It's Elon's X.
So Josh Harris and David Blitzer. Okay, now these guys are one's an owner, and I want to say he was a former owner. I don't know. Anyway, they just bought more than 2,000 tickets for the Sixers game, Game 6. They said we absolutely cannot let Knicks fans take over our arena again. They're giving them out to first responders, which is, that's great. Shout out to them. That's nice. Really nice that they're doing that. But this is a
That's
real thing.
embarrassing to them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're
what
so
the
close
fuck,
that they're
bro?
willing to buy out 2,000 tickets.
And what's the problem with
George is getting upset.
Philly fans? Why were those tickets available? Philly fans are not interested
I know,
in the
dude.
76ers?
Philly's such a
I mean,
sports.
have they been let down by the 76ers so many times that, they just don't feel it? Like, but Knicks have let us down for 20 years.
Oh, dude, 19.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Now we have the
Let's say
spark.
25
Last year it started, now we got the spark. It's
30
back.
years. 1994, right? Was the last real.
No, 99, they went to the championship.
Oh, right.
They lost to the Spurs.
When was the last time Philly actually got that close?
2002 with Iverson, when Iverson was down there?
They didn't get close with Doc Rivers
No.
recently?
No, they got bounced, man. They got, I think maybe the second round is the furthest they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
si-
Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue. After
Yeah,
his-
I was going to say they lost to the Lakers.
Yeah. Speaking of the Lakers, go fishing, motherfuckers. Fuck you, LeBron.
You want to see him go? Gabe.
He's going to be a Knick next year.
Yeah, I fuck LeBron. I cannot stand him. I
Now-
want to be a Laker fan again.
Now
And-
the Lakers are saying that they would draft Bronny Jr.
Oh,
if it
man.
meant
If
if
this-
it meant LeBron staying.
Really?
How do you do that? What if somebody else drafts him?
I know.
How do you do that?
Pull Eli Manning.
I'm
John
burning,
Elway.
Say that again, Gabe. I'm sorry.
Gabe, you're
If that
breaking up a
happens,
little bit.
I'm burning all my Lakers gear if they draft Bronny.
Is he?
You should burn it anyway.
Is he? Is he entering the draft?
I don't know. He entered the portal though, right? To transfer.
Yeah,
Oh, he's leaving USC.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, these guys are giving first responders and healthcare professionals and other local Philadelphia-based organizations. Once we know they're legit Sixer fans and not imposters, this is a real thing, guys. We're in their head.
We gotta fucking take it to them tonight, man.
Seriously, at home.
Tonight's game 6, and I'm fucking fired up.
So listen,
Let's go. We got to get this dub tonight. I'm nervous if we lose this game. I feel confident right now. If we go back home for a game 7, I'm nervous.
I think the pressure's off them right now.
right?
Believe
That's
it or
what I'm
not.
saying. They have a free game tonight. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I agree.
Give it your all, and let's see what the fuck happens.
And can
you
we
know?
see Precious Achua, please?
I know. What the
Right?
fuck?
Can Precious Achua play, please?
What about Burke? He hasn't had any minutes either.
He hasn't. He really hasn't done anything.
I heard that Joel Embiid the other day, he got a what kind of foul was it?
Flagrant.
Flagrant?
Flagrant.
Yeah.
Right. I heard if he gets one more flagrant foul
He's ejected.
from the whole series.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
So we got to get under his fucking skin tonight.
yeah, but you have to have
you
two.
have to body
3,
this
I think.
motherfucker.
He has 2 now.
You have to have 2 technical fouls or a flagrant
No,
2 to be
there's
ejected.
like a point system now or something. Like I heard it on Evan and
I heard that too.
Tiki,
I know
yeah.
if he gets one more flagrant, he's gone.
Oh man, you gotta bait him.
Yeah.
Seriously, you gotta bait
That's
him.
what I'm saying, man. Get down and fucking start bumping him. You know what I mean?
All right.
Don't
Well,
let him get comfortable.
I don't know, man. I'm fired up. I said this before on this pod. I tried telling my kids this. This city's electric, okay, when the Knicks are playing well.
And the
It really
Rangers.
is.
And the
And then
Rangers.
Kudos.
the Rangers too.
Yeah.
Rangers, right? They swept the Capitals. They start tonight. They start going against Hurricanes.
I think so,
Honestly, I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's
And,
tonight.
and the Rangers are underdogs in this series. They won the fucking President's
Yeah, but
Trophy.
Hurricanes.
Hurricanes are Stanley Cup.
Right.
They're predicted to be Stanley Cup champs.
The odds are in their
Which
favor.
they just beat Mike's New York Islanders.
I was happy to see that they fought for one more game.
Would you say, Gabe?
To clear up the flagrant foul thing, a player must serve 1 game suspension every time they occur 3 flagrants in the series or in the playoffs.
Did he get 2?
That's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There it is. All right. So we'll see.
Oh, they have to do it tonight. And you know what? He's being a crybaby,
Hope-
sore loser, and it might just happen.
I hope it happens early.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Well, anyway, go Knicks, baby.
Yeah. Let's go. Anyway, something else, yes. Sorry to the audience. We're still talking about sports. But something else occurred during our break, and that was the NFL draft.
Yes.
Okay. Which is one of my favorite things to watch. I happened to check it out while I was on vacation. And as people know, we're all Giant fans, except for Gabe. And they had a pretty good draft. You know, what I mean, I thought they were going to go quarterback. They didn't.
No, and why didn't they?
You have an answer? You have a
They believe in Danny Dimes.
well, no, I don't think so, because they tried
No?
trading with New England and that fell through.
Danny Dimes is their second choice.
Yeah. I think see what happens next year. You know what I mean?
And listen, you're not everybody's first choice, right? He wasn't drafted by Dable and Shane, so that's reasonable. But they looked at the talent, right? That coming out of college, and they said Daniel's better than that. That's what they said, right? I mean, that's the statement that we have.
Well,
Hold
they
on,
tried to
can I
make
just
a
ask you a
deal.
quick question? I'm sorry.
They tried to make a deal.
I don't mean to. Can I ask you a quick question, please? Totally off topic,
Oh, boy.
because I'm distracted.
All right, go ahead.
Are you wearing your headphones like that because you don't want to mess your hair up?
Yeah,
All right. I'm just curious because I'm looking at him like, well, all right. Just want to make sure.
my hair.
No, hey,
You
dude.
look
Dad,
fucking
my-
handsome as hell. bro.
Seriously,
Don't fuck
you
that
look
up.
great. You look
Yeah.
good. Good hair.
Thank
All right.
I don't know if the audience has seen Mike D without a hat yet.
but that's why I tried to. One time I did it, but the lighting was off, and I didn't like it. But
Give us a little side shot. There, look at that fade, bro.
Tight.
You only getting a fade like that in New York.
Mike, where you getting that haircut? Where do you get that?
I'm getting a Nick's Barber Shop on
Yeah?
Waverly Avenue. My boy Sammy hooks it up all the time.
Nice. I know.
Shout out to those guys.
Ed Nick.
All right. So you were saying, I'm sorry, Danny Dimes?
Well, no. All right, so we could get off topic. They didn't draft the quarterback. Danny's our guy, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because they didn't draft the quarterback.
So we got who? Malik Neighbors.
Yes.
Whoop!
Dude,
Dropping dimes.
right?
Let's go.
We were texting.
I don't know
Let's
a
go.
lot about him.
I had a feeling that was going to happen, man. It was Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors. They were saying, like,
Best receivers in,
Yes.
in the draft.
best
Yeah,
receiver. Yeah.
right.
And it could be one or two.
And Marvin Harrison,
Is he a
they-
slot
they-
guy?
because of the
Yeah.
breeding, because his father's that great, But I don't know statistically. I think Malik Neighbors might have him with all the
Dude.
stats.
We all know how good Marvin Harrison Jr. was, right?
Yeah.
And let's not forget he had Peyton
Peyton
Manning
Manning,
throwing.
yeah,
to him,
yeah,
so
absolutely,
that makes a difference. His kid is 4 inches taller than him,
Oh wow!
and he's a lot bigger than him.
Yeah, who's what? Ohio State. Yeah.
Who got him?
Arizona.
Oh.
Arizona, with the number 4 pick, and he was the first receiver to go off, come off the board, and he could definitely. I mean, he's a specimen for sure. So I mean, if he has half his dad's pedigree,
Right,
Yeah.
It'll still be a good.
yeah, you know what I mean. So
All right. So we're happy with Malik Neighbors.
no doubt, I am. I was very happy that they didn't draft quarterback in that spot.
Okay.
But they didn't draft a quarterback in any spot.
No, I know. I really thought they were going to do one like later on. They did.
So they tried to trade this pick, right?
Yes, they tried trading with New England.
Yeah.
What do we got? Got a little Malik Neighbors.
Highlights.
Oh, Danny Dimes is number 8. He's gonna have to pay for that number.
Here we go.
Dude, look how fast.
Oh,
Right?
another LSU fucking receiver, man.
My God,
Let's go.
dude, they could be the ice cream man.
They should bring Odell back now.
Okay, an ice cream man and a food truck, and I
Oh,
still
oh.
never run that fast.
Talking about bringing back you see how the fucking Dallas Cowboys resurrected
Zeke
from the
They did.
fucking
dumpster.
garbage. Yeah, the garbage dump.
They went garbage picking.
What the
fucking-
fuck is that?
Like
He
Joey and I were,
burnt out last year.
but we were talking about. I mean, was he though? I mean, he was on New England. New England was terrible.
but he was terrible.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but it could have been the system.
I think that's what I think. I mean, his last year in Dallas, he wasn't that bad.
the Dallas didn't resign him.
Well, because they had Tony Pollard.
Totally
Young,
superstar.
fresh
Yeah,
legs.
yeah. Look
Well,
at
no, he's
one
not
year,
even. He's not
one
even
year.
with them.
He's
I know
gone
that's
too.
what I said. 1 year, and he's such a superstar.
Well, that's why they signed Zach
Get the
again.
fuck out of here. This is what I'm
I mean,
saying.
Zach-
Dude, they don't pay,
Garbage.
They're not paying running backs
Recycling
anymore.
garbage. Get the fuck out of here.
You know,
Nobody does that.
Dude.
You know what it is? Dak Prescott with his fucking contract
Here we
ruined the
go.
Cowboys. He ruined them.
Do it, Mike.
They didn't draft. Free agency. Nobody.
Come on, Mike, do it.
It was garbage. Here we go. No, you know what I really like? The dumb Dak look. That's after the interception. After a walk. Get the fuck out of here with
Yeah.
You know
that
what?
shit.
You know, who cares about Dallas? Fuck Dallas.
That's
Fuck
what I'm
them.
saying. And no, it's coming back to bite them in the ass. You know what I mean? I love it. I love every minute of it. And what I'm excited about is our new running back, Tyrone Tracy, that we drafted.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know who he is. Apparently, he was a wide receiver converted into a running back. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, so that's great. The kid got hands.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Saquon who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go!
you'll see if you're saying that when we see him twice.
He's
Yeah,
he's gonna be courtside at the Sixers
No, he's
game
gonna have a
tonight.
fucking target on his back, bro.
Oh, you think so? Is that-
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fact.
I saw something on Instagram before.
He's gonna be at the 76er game
I
tonight.
think
Oh,
so.
that's
yeah.
Oh
bullshit.
wow! Throw popcorn at him. Everybody there, throw popcorn at him.
That's bullshit. Whatever.
I love the guy, but
Anyway, so did you guys hear about there's a possible this time around, the NFL draft and stuff going on, possible rule changes. Did you hear that there's a potential of 18 game season? Did you guys hear this?
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your take? Because I'm excited about this.
But does that mean there'll be less preseason?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is what I got, right? Potential 18 game schedule. That means they'll go from right now it's 17 game schedule as we know. And that only happened it was 2 years?
Year 2, I think.
Yeah, year 2. I hope Gabe's okay.
Miss you, man.
Fuck Gabe.
So they're talking about it would go down from 3 preseason games to 2 preseason games, right? They're going to extend the season and they're going to give to 18 games, 18 regular season games. They're going to give each team a second bye.
Oh,
Okay, so that's big.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I thought that was a joke.
No, this is no. It's got to go through the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement. It's got to be approved.
Yep.
But this is something that they're putting on the table.
And it would coincide with a holiday. Is that right?
Yeah, let me get to that. So it's going to be 2 buys, 18 games. That will push it back to
president.
the Super Bowl to be President's Day weekend.
Yeah.
Which how many times have people said,
it
right?
should been
Oh
like
my God!
that.
Isn't Super Bowl kind of like a holiday?
Yeah.
Like everybody should have off work. It's It's like I think the day after the Super Bowl and opening day of baseball,
Sick
the
days.
2 biggest sick days in the country.
Yeah.
We love our sports.
And I'm all about this. I love this.
I don't see any downside of it.
No,
For the city
Well,
that's hosting,
The players'
yeah.
safety. You know what I mean?
okay. But they're playing a preseason game anyway.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
but they
Though.
don't,
The
though.
scrubs
Well, that's
play.
true.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Stop bitching. When you were a kid, bro, you play outside fucking 360 days of the year, right? No matter what the weather was and shit. These guys are in domes. They're pampered. They get every fucking type of ice bath and fucking massage and fucking, get the fuck out of here. Go out there and play. Play 20 games. Go out. Let's have some fucking fun.
Well, you know how Mike feels. Remember when he was making fun of Kelsey crying when he retired?
Yeah, he's a bitch.
So wait, listen. It's really not more football. It's just one more game counts, and it's an extra week off.
Right. I'm asking.
Well, excuse me. It is more football, because it's more real football.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? In a
That's fair.
sense.
Everybody's going to have 18 game schedule?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then it's more football.
Yeah, but it's one less preseason game, so they're still playing a game. One more counts though.
But
Okay.
like Mike said,
You know what I mean?
those guys don't really play.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't see Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but
He doesn't.
the 4th preseason game, they're playing a half.
Usually the 3rd. Usually the 4th they don't. The 3rd I think is like the most important one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think this is more money for them. This is more money for the play. You're throwing on another regular season game, that's more money.
I mean, they're gonna want more money. No, doubt.
Absolutely.
Well, that has to be decided with the CBA.
No, but
And
I think the owners will go be about it, man. Think about like concessions. You have concessions now for another game. You know what I mean? People coming, the parking, all
Well, that's what I was.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Did you see this? This is off topic a little. I apologize. The other night at Citi Field, they had dollar hot dog night.
Yes,
Did you hear this?
yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I heard it.
So they normally sell 4,000 hot dogs during a baseball game. They sold $40,000 hot dogs.
See, to me, that's genius.
It
Right.
is absolutely.
I would do dollar hot dogs every game.
I think it's a tradition that actually started in Philly. I'll be honest
I think
with
you're
you.
right. Yeah.
And they canceled their dollar hot dog, and so I guess the Mets picked it up.
Why did
Yeah.
they cancel it though?
I really don't know, but this was the first year that Philly didn't do it.
They
Yeah.
said the Mets had to bring in a refrigerated truck, extra truck to hold the fucking hot dogs and shit.
You know where else? You know where else they have really cheap hot dogs?
Where?
Costco.
Costco. The
Costco.
footlongs?
Costco.
Costco. Costco.
Check.
How do you say it?
Costco.
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 Is that you, Mike?
Costco. Wait.
Yeah. So
anyway.
40,000 hot
Well,
dogs, bro.
to me, I mean, dude, if you're making 40 grand in hot dogs,
Welcome back,
Yeah.
by the way, Gabe. Welcome back. Did you wash your hands?
Bro, I've had 4 beers in the last 30 minutes.
That would have been funny
I-
if you took the mic in there and fucking pissed.
No, it would not. It would not be funny. All right. Keep the mic right where it's at. All right. Give him no ideas.
Sounds like there's a horse pissing.
anyway, I'm all for it.
All right. So
I
hold
hope they
on.
do it.
Let me take this a step further with his hot dog story.
Yeah.
Joe, did you hear the rest of the story?
I don't know.
All right. So there was a guy there, had a hot dog hat on,
Oh, I did. Yeah.
and he had like a T-shirt with hot dog things. And every time he ate a hot dog, he slammed a beer, right?
And he chalked it up on his shirt.
On his shirt, right? So all of a sudden, like he stopped doing it. He had like 9, and it was not 9 normal beers; those are 9 tall boys,
Yeah.
right? Fucking, he stopped, and people started throwing hot dogs at
Yeah.
him. Bro, they said there was like 4,000 hot dogs thrown at him,
Yeah.
and they ejected him from the game.
Yeah. People were buying hot dogs just to throw at this kid.
Oh my God. Come on. What? It's like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah.
You know?
It's New York.
The show
baby.
writes itself. What happened? The show writes itself.
Gabe's been busy.
Yeah.
Gabe had 2 weeks, and he's got it locked.
Oh, man. Gabe is like, he's in the process of creating AI, right? The versions of us, right? He's got social security numbers made up for all of us.
Actually, that's not even Gabe sitting there. That's a fucking AI version.
Hologram.
All right. Well, I hope they do it because to me, more football is a great thing. And if you can make the Super Bowl on President's Day weekend,
Right,
I'm
I
all
have
for it.
Monday off.
Yeah, all for it. Mike, do you have President's Day off?
Yeah,
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
that'd be awesome.
All right. Good.
But honestly, they screwed me because if you remember, the Super Bowl fell on my birthday numerous times. February 4th, everybody. It was a holiday, all right?
Why you get off on your birthday?
Bro, I get off on my birthday.
Okay. Are you off for work on your birthday?
No.
No?
Am I 6 years old? Am I off for work for my birthday? Get the fuck
Bro,
out of
whatever.
here.
Listen, I came to his house. He said, you got munchkins? All right. I had to bring munchkins to his house. Like, come on his birthday. All right. All right, Mike, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
You brought
Mayo.
it up before, right?
Yeah.
It's around the corner.
Right.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Honestly, depends. If there's a good game on or something like that, I would attend a bar and celebrate the Cinco de Mayo. Yes, I would do that. But I think Gabe at one point pointed out that he believes it's a fake holiday.
It is.
Like St. Patrick's Day
I
for
mean,
Joey.
Yeah,
And Easter
generated
and Halloween. And what else, Joey? Do you hate?
Stupid, bro.
Mother's Day. That's coming up. What is that? May 12th?
Yes.
All the husbands out there, remember Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So it is not celebrated in Mexico. It's celebrated in one state. where the
Mother's Day is
battle-
not celebrated.
No, Cinco
I'm
de
just fucking
Mayo.
with you.
It's only celebrated in Puebla, in the state of Puebla in Mexico.
Really?
Everywhere else, it's not celebrated whatsoever.
I just
it's not a national
it's
holiday
just,
here.
I don't get it, man. What's the fucking point of it, bro? Seriously.
Dude, drink margaritas, eat tacos.
That's it, man.
Right?
We went out for it once. It was fun.
We did, right? It was a good day. Joey and I went out for lunch.
I mean, we stole what, Texas and California from them, right? I mean, really, right? Yeah.
Wait, we stole it or did we buy it? I think we bought it.
We fought the Alamo and shit. We killed a bunch of Mexicans to take it over, bro.
I think we paid for Mexico.
No, paid. They stole it.
Yeah, there was a purchase for some portions of
Here's 34 shillings.
No, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it was like a couple $1 million.
Yeah, we paid for Manhattan too, right? With those Native American Indians.
No,
$27.
Listen,
$27.
we got Manhattan from the British.
No, they stole it from the Indians. They paid them fucking like waffle.
No,
27.
But didn't the British do that? Didn't the British do that first?
The British was Americans, right? They came over.
No, they're not.
What do you mean,
The British are not
no.
Americans.
bro? The people that came over from the boat, right? Where they come from? Where they originate from? England.
They were calling.
They
They colonized.
running away from religious persecution, right?
Hold on. Gabe sounds like he knows what he's talking about here. What do you got?
I don't believe them.
They colonized that area.
Who, the Quakers and Pilgrims?
Yes.
Yeah, and where did they originate from?
Yeah, but they're not Americans. You can't call them Americans.
What do you mean? You know, they come
Right,
here
they
with
came,
There was
they came
generations-
from another
there was
country.
but they live
There
here
was
and they have their
generations
family
of
here. They're
people.
American. That's it.
There was generations of people that fought in the Revolutionary War that were born in America,
Yes.
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 America. All right.
including
How did we get here?
Benjamin
How did
Franklin.
we get here?
You brought us here.
Cinco de Mayo?
You brought us here. Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right. So, are you doing anything?
No,
'Cause-
nothing special.
No?
Unless,
It's a Sunday,
we
right?
get a game
Yeah.
7 on Sunday. Then we're celebrating.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Is that
I'll
you?
put a sombrero on. And fucking,
Is that you? Did you just generate a permission slip right there?
I did.
Did
I made
you?
a statement. I made a statement.
There's not going to be a game 7.
Yeah.
We'll win it.
There'll be a lot of tequila shots
Wait,
and
hold on.
fucking Coronas.
That could be a game 1 though.
No, I think
Sunday?
the series starts Tuesday in the next round. I
No, it
think.
does? Okay. That's all we got for Cinco de Mayo?
Sam's Club. Sam's Club.
The Jays. Yes, that's what we got.
I guess so.
Yeah, all right.
There's not much
I just
more to
wanted-
fucking say.
right.
I don't know. I mean, that's one of Mike's
the-
topics. Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, what do we need to spend 20 minutes on it? No,
No,
it's
all
coming up.
right. It's all right.
It's a national holiday for
all right.
Mexicans and everybody else, you know.
How
like-
dare you?
Okay. And then Mike's trying to rewrite history, saying, that there's Americans, not Americans. That
Mike, did you know that the French also helped fight the battle against the British
the who?
in the Revolutionary War? The French
Help fight the who?
the British,
helped fight the British.
They were our allies, is that what you're saying?
dude, we
Yes.
wouldn't have won it
Yeah.
without them.
That's okay. So just a little history lesson.
Did we ever go?
Heard it-
I think we went to bat for France a couple of times in like World War fucking.
In your
yeah,
face,
so
sucker.
After
It's all right.
Yeah.
We repaid the debt. You helped us. We helped you. That's it.
I'm with you. I
Okay.
agree. I
In
agree.
your face, sucker.
So, look, you've heard of Marie Antoinette and King Louis,
Chop
right?
their heads off, right?
Like, do you know why?
Because they were fucking being crazy with their money and everybody was starving.
Right, and do you know where a lot of their money went?
To the revolution.
Our revolution
Yes, exactly.
and
Yes.
the Statue of Liberty.
I got to fucking brush up on my
Statue of Liberty
history.
was 100 years later.
Was it really?
Statue of Liberty was like 1870 something.
Oh yeah, they delivered 100 years later.
Yeah.
Thanks for
but
the gift.
Yeah, but not them. That wasn't that.
The French kid sent it, right?
No, I'm saying, but not
No,
Marie Antoinette. And,
obviously she had no fucking head.
oh,
right.
man.
On the next Jeopardy, this is going to be a question. I guarantee it.
You know what, Gabe? I challenge you on that.
Henry VIII. I am.
That's what hey, just so we're all clear, right? Mike is the only Lord here. Okay,
The only
at
what?
the table.
The only Lord?
Lord here at the table.
I forgot about
Legally. Legally.
that.
Mike's the only one who owns property in Europe.
Scotland and England. All right. Get it
Both?
right. Yes, both.
Yeah?
All right.
Dude,
I don't know.
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Did you add a psh at the end of that?
I own a little part of the Green Bay Packers too, you know.
oh my God,
Here we go.
this is what
Here
happened.
we go.
The show writes itself. We
I I'm looking to acquire some of the Braves soon, and you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
from Ted Turner.
yeah. No, seriously,
What do you mean you're gonna buy some of the Braves?
I got things in the works.
Yeah, all right. This is what we haven't sat around tables in a
Smell
couple
good?
weeks, guys. Look at us. All right, we're all giddy, bunch of giggle queens. Anyway, no phone Fridays. What the fuck does that mean?
All right, Gabe, I did send you the commercial that I saw on TV. Did you get the
I
email?
I did not.
I sent it
When did you
Who's
send it?
proposing this?
today, earlier today.
Mike D.
Yeah, emails take like 16 seconds to get to the other person.
Ooh,
I'm just like,
ooh, burn. Ooh, burn.
it's not snail mail.
Somebody get Gabe a tissue.
He's like, when did you send it? I should have sent it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
But anyway, listen. All right, so look, no phone Friday. It was a simple commercial, and it basically, I think the concept is, dinner comes on Friday. Everybody takes their phone, shut it down for the rest of the night. That's it. Off
Wait.
the fucking phone for the rest of the night.
I need who's proposing this?
It's just first of all, it was a commercial for cotton. You know, all right. So that was they sponsored the commercial, but it's a movement that I've seen a couple of different things about, and get down to grassroots. Fucking look each other in the face and have a fucking conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Talk about things.
I think it's not,
Like,
I don't think it's a bad
A
idea.
lot of times you sit there and watch a movie with your loved one, and you have your phone in your hand looking at fucking YouTube. She got her phone in her hand playing Candy Crush, and the TV's on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no communication. We've dive ourselves into these devices. Can we take fucking 8 hours off on a Friday night and get back to basics?
So that's
Okay, but why though?
that's
But why not? Communication is the key.
I googled no phone Friday, and there are literally like 0 results. Like there's can the Jews use phones on Friday?
what?
Did you say psych?
so
And instead of Google, how come you open your Gmail and look at your fucking email and I sent it to you?
you didn't send an email. I even checked my trash and
I don't
spam.
need
There's nothing.
sleep. I need answers.
Wait, all right. So
Gabe's had a bad day. He's had a bad day.
technology and I really don't get along.
You can't tell if I'm laughing or you're hitting the soundbite too. By the way,
That's me. Oh,
Are you sure you didn't send it in a text and not
God.
email?
he's got a lot on us.
he
now,
does. Mike's looking. All right. Anyway, while you're looking, Mike, so this is I can be sensitive at times. I can. This is something like you heard of, like something like that kind of brought your attention, or is this something you're trying at home? I'm
No,
confused.
no. I saw it was a commercial on TV.
Oh, okay. It was
Yeah, I was watching one of the games, either the Islanders and the Knicks. And
So this is something that's trying to
yeah,
whoever it was that put the commercial out.
spread it. And when I Googled the commercial, I looked at my email and it unsent and did not send to you, so I apologize. I don't know. I did fucking pull it up, but that's a whole nother story. I don't know. Anyway, it was a commercial on TV. When I Googled it, and Google got cotton no phone Fridays there, Gabe, and it will come up. There was a couple other movements saying the same thing. No phone Fridays, just trying to get back to basics because we just, indulge ourselves in these devices.
I mean, I agree.
It's a whole different world, and there's no communication anymore.
The only way that would ever work is if the phone companies were part of this and they could do something to give the
silence
to like brick the phone for 2 hours every Friday.
Here we go, Mike.
All right, I got it right here.
Telling stories instead of watching them. Fabric of Phone-Free Friday.
Yeah.
Fabric of our lives.
Nice.
That's a great ad.
See
by the
now,
way.
I
That's
don't.
what I'm saying. It makes you think, like,
Yeah.
let's have a conversation.
All right. So we've been out to dinner numerous times.
Yeah,
with our wives.
absolutely.
We're not on our phones.
No.
Yeah. You know what I
No.
mean? So
It would be rude to pick up a phone,
Yeah.
when we're having a conversation like this.
I think but you're trying to pump this you're trying to promote this for
Families
at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I'm saying, like judging by the commercial, I'm thinking
I mean, it's the younger generation.
at a restaurant.
Right, but because it is rude. Like, you got 6 people sitting at a table. If everybody's on their phone, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? I came to enjoy your company. You know
I'm
what
with
I mean?
you. I agree.
I want to know what's going on in your life. You know what I mean?
I agree, but I'm saying that's why we're never I've never been out with you and your wife. And
On
we're
the
all
phone.
on our phones.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know?
that's never happened.
But it happens at home. It does happen at home.
At home, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With the kids, you know, they're always on their phone. I mean, I'm guilty myself. You know, my wife is guilty. We're addicted to our fucking devices. And maybe, you know, and it's not asking for much. Dinner time for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Put a fucking movie on.
Well,
You know, whatever.
my kids
play a
aren't
game.
allowed. They're not allowed to have devices anywhere near the dinner.
Yeah, I
table.
was going to say at the dinner table, same thing at my house.
But as soon as they're done, they're running on their iPad
Yes.
and fucking on their laptop. And
Yes,
you know what I mean?
You're 100%.
Yeah, I mean that's their world, you know. But that's not the real life, right?
It is now though.
No, but it's not
unfortunately.
real life.
No, but I'm saying, but
because
unfortunately,
you don't get to communicate in like, oh, what happened in school today? You know, listen, little things could fucking change someone's life. You know,
let me tell you how this has all evolved. It used to be the paper. People used to read the paper at the table, and then it went from the paper to the TV, and then it went from the TV being on while you're having dinner to having these contraptions.
I got to be. I can't believe how many parents let their kids take a device to a restaurant.
it's like a babysitting device, though. It really is. It keeps the
That's
kid
bullshit,
quiet.
dude. I was on vacation. We're on vacation in a really nice place, and we're at a restaurant. And you look all around, and you'll see it. There's kids with iPads on vacation at a really nice dinner.
But let me ask you a question:
How the fuck does that happen?
if the kid don't have an iPad, is this kid walking around fucking
Who gives a
crawling
fuck?
on
Yeah,
tables and shit?
Because he doesn't have his iPad.
What?
That's what I'm
it shouldn't
saying.
have
I'm like-
his-
I was at dinner the other night with the wife at a Japanese restaurant. This kid has this tablet, and it's loud. It's the volume is full blast. All of a sudden, the kid gets up to go to the bathroom, takes his fucking tablet with him
bathroom.
to the
He had to
bathroom.
take a shit. He wanted to read through the news while he was taking a shit.
I mean, that's
Nah, it's
that's what I'm going through on my emails.
It's too much, man. It really is.
That's why we should promote a Phone-Free Friday.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I hear you, man. It's unfortunate. It is definitely, how things go today.
Yeah.
I mean, think about when we were kids.
I don't know. So everybody's on. Let's say we're just a typical family. Let's say it's 5 people or 6 people, right? They're on their devices, communicating with the rest of the world, but no one knows what's going on with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
when I'm at a dinner table, I'm fucking eating. There's no time for a device. Like, yo, more garlic bread.
I have to be honest with you. I'm kind of the same way. I don't want to talk when I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll talk like if I'm done eating, then I'm like, yeah, we'll catch up. Hey, how was school today? How was your day? This and that.
oh really?
Yeah, if I'm eating,
Yeah, no, I like to have a
like
conversation.
if I'm getting peppered with questions,
yeah.
While you're eating. Oh, really?
yeah, I'm eating.
Really? Even out to dinner with friends?
No.
Oh.
Different.
Okay.
Different.
So I had
It's
this
like,
happen.
all right, I'll talk to you guys in 10 minutes.
I had that happen this past week. I went to dinner with some friends, and while my friends and my wife are talking, I'm eating, and I'm like answering questions and talking with my mouth full because I'm fucking eating. My friend, he's talking the entire time. His food is just sitting there,
Getting
Yeah.
cold.
and eventually he's like, "Can I get a to-go box?"
He didn't even eat it.
Didn't eat like half
Well,
of it.
I mean, we all know Gabe orders his own appetizer, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right? We all know
my
that.
wife pointed that out. She was like, "Did you realize what you just did?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You ordered an appetizer for yourself again."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, it's for you too." She's like, "But it's still
It's for the table. It's for the table.
All right, hey, let's see. Let's see if that takes. But I definitely agree. If you're out to dinner with people, put your phone away.
Let's take it a step further, and the movement should go. We're
I would
so
be okay with
dependent
it.
on these devices, and the truth is, we're not. We're humans. We adapt. We like each other's company. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the truth of the matter. But yet we let these devices get in between us. So I think No Phone Friday is a really great idea.
I do too. I mean, as handy as these things can be, and they do come in, they're very.
Oh, but it's an extension of my fucking brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't really live without it, but I can live a half a Friday with it.
I
can
like
definitely
that.
do that.
I think
You know what I
we
mean?
should start something here.
Okay.
That's a great ad, by the way. That cotton ad is great.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I thought. I was like, this is brilliant, and,
Yeah.
and it's true. It's true. That's the fucked up thing. All right, let's move on.
All right.
What's our next time?
Tornado footage.
Oh yeah.
Some sick fucking tornadoes,
dude,
huh?
My God.
How many?
Like 6 or 7, I think.
Are you
Nebraska
sure? I
got
thought it
one.
was more. I don't know. I thought I heard like team number. I don't know. It was insane, right?
Nebraska
They got peppered.
destroyed. With this day and age, dude, the footage of these tornadoes is mind blowing. I don't know if you've seen any of it. Here's a couple right here. Like, it almost looks fake, dude. Look at that.
Looks like a movie.
It looks like a fucking movie, bro.
And these guys are driving towards it.
These
huh?
guys are these are storm chasers right here.
They got a pair of balls.
Look as you get closer. Look at this. It looks fake. It looks like CGI in a movie.
Yeah.
But
My God, that is so.
look at
scary.
that, bro.
Can you imagine seeing that?
No.
Listen,
No,
these have been
because
going
we
on.
don't live in that kind of area.
This has been
bro.
going on for hundreds of years, but now that you can see this real footage is really unbelievable.
The destruction that fucking thing does is insane.
Look at this. Look at this one. Bro, that's ripping up neighborhoods right there.
Anything in front of it is just destroying it.
See all those little black pieces? That's like pieces of houses and shit. Gone in the blink of a fucking eye. It's amazing what's captured now on film. Like, that's unbelievable. That's all new. You don't really, you're not used to seeing tornado footage like that, right? It's crazy.
No, I gotta be honest. I'm a little speechless right now. So
I got to be honest here. There's multiple tornado alleys in the United States. There's tornadoes that can pop up outside of a tornado alley too. It's just a natural phenomenon that happens when weather conditions are right. There's been tornadoes in California that is not a tornado alley.
Yeah.
It just so happens that in this certain area they're more prone to them, and that's why they call it a tornado
No,
alley.
but, I mean, but really prone to them. It's not like it's one a year, or one every other year. No, they get peppered. With
Yeah, they
this
have
shit.
those people have storm shelter.
Yeah.
Because they're likely.
Yeah,
to
they're
get-
all in the basement. They know to run. They hear that horn or whatever, and they're fucking running in the basement hiding.
Where I live at, we're considered the southern tornado alley. So when we have bad storms, we're constantly getting tornado warnings.
Those people
All the
those people can't get homeowners insurance, dude. And if they do,
Oh,
they're-
they can, but it's just higher.
yeah, it's a lot higher.
Yeah.
But it's common sense. It's the same thing like, people that live on the coast in Florida, right? You're going to get hit with a hurricane within 4 years. I don't care every 4 years is a bad hurricane that comes and hits Florida. You live on the water there, expect that shit. Expect it.
yeah, I
What do you
agree.
think's worse, a tornado or a hurricane?
Tornado. I mean, we lived through hurricanes.
Yeah.
Tornado is deadly.
I agree.
Me too.
But I mean, at the same time, like you sit there and say, like, people don't live there. So, I mean, but there's people that live, I mean, they pay millions of dollars to live
On the water.
on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a bad area, it's going to get fucking hammered with fucking flooding.
I'm going to show you this clip really quick, and I thought this was crazy. There was two brothers that got sucked out of their house from the tornado, and
Oh my god.
they got major damage to their body.
Jesus.
They're lucky they're alive. If they got sucked out, they're lucky they're alive.
Yeah, one of the
Devastating.
clips I sent you, Gabe, it was a railroad train, and it was a direct
Yeah,
hit.
so
It was a direct hit.
I did see that. There was another one that you sent me, and I'm not going to play it on purpose because it's fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was CGI. There's in fact there's gunshots in it,
He fact
and
checked
it's
you, Joe.
the audio is from
It's from the movie Twister.
Middle East.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Was it the last one I sent in a separate email?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was like, why am I hearing gunshots? So I put it in an AI filter, and it said, yeah, this is from the audio is from this, the video is from that.
Look at you.
You see, it's like Tom Cruise running past.
Yeah. So anyway, those poor people out there.
Yeah,
man,
you know what? I mean, good luck. I don't know what to
It's
say.
insane.
Yeah, good luck. It's
They're
sad, scary.
going through garbage, collecting their fucking belongings and stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, speaking of tornadoes, okay, I wanted to get your guys' take on how do you guys feel if you go to someone's house and they ask you to take your shoes off?
Mm.
Has nothing to do with tornadoes. Okay? Just trying to segue. Now, I know we love Sebastian Maniscalco, and this was a skit. He it was like a whole joke he did years ago.
It's fucking hilarious.
Right?
Too,
Yeah. But I'm saying, I want to know because, there are, a few places where I'll go and I have to take my shoes off.
I don't
Expect
mind.
the thing-
I just hope that it's carpeted. That's all. I want it to be carpeted. I don't want to walk on a hardwood floor in my fucking socks.
All right. So,
I got a bad heel.
obviously I've been to both your houses. I've never had to take my shoes off.
No.
Yeah.
But is that a rule?
It's a rule for my. I'll start.
Okay.
It's a rule for my family. But if we're having company or
Yeah.
people over,
Yeah.
the rules is sidebarred.
Yes. Same thing in my house. You walk in my door right now. You look to the left of my door.
Everybody's shoes are on.
The
Yep.
shoes are there. You know what I mean? I have little flip flops that I wear that I'll put on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like same thing. Yeah.
You don't have slippers.
This is also a cultural question because in Asia, it is almost forbidden to walk into the house with shoes
True.
on.
Yes. Anybody Asian here?
No.
So I'm saying, so like I'll kick, like that's just my wife because my wife, you know, she cleans the house. You know what I mean, for the most part. And
Right, no, you don't want to
It's
track
not a knock,
the
you
shit
know what I
from your
mean?
bottom of your shoes that was on the
Yeah,
street into
exactly.
the house. Yeah.
Especially, I mean, young kids, they're on the floor all the time. You don't want to.
Right.
So I'm saying, so all right. So now if you go into like Joey's having a party, and we all walk in, and
No,
are we expected to take our ladies?
no,
like that?
no.
Can't
not
take
for-
your shoes
for a
off?
party. Not really. No.
No, right?
But you do see these things that what are they like foot wraps? People step
Oh yeah,
on them.
you've had to
Hey,
use them
What is it?
working out east.
The covers.
They're like
Yeah.
little condoms for your
but,
shoes.
but what are you talking about? You step in them and they wrap around your foot?
Yeah, it's like a machine.
Well, now they have a machine.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
You just step on it and
You
it
step
sticks
on-
to your shoe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, and you could wear, it protects it, and you could wear it in the house.
And then you peel it off, throw it.
So if you're having a party, you have it by the door. Everybody steps in it, boom, boom, boom. But then everybody's walking around with a fucking cellophane on their feet. Yeah,
It's a weird look.
yeah.
So, like for me, right?
This is some fresh.
You
Jordans.
you guys have been to, get-togethers at my house, right? My house is small. I entertain mostly in the summer months because I'm outside.
Outside, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of room in the backyard. I have an outside entrance to my basement. You know what I mean? It's just easy. So I don't really have a lot of people come over my house in the non-summer months as far as get-togethers because, like I said, my house.
When I go to other people's houses and I'm wearing my shoes inside the house, if it's a hardwood floor, I don't mind. I don't. It's a personal thing to me.
Wait, you
I
don't,
don't like-
mind the hardwood floor?
No, if it's tile or hardwood, a hard surface floor, I don't mind wearing my shoes in other people's house.
Oh,
But I would never step on their carpet with my fucking sneaker, or my shoe.
yeah.
I think that's just. I don't know.
Well, I think that's part
Try
of
to
it.
avoid that.
Is this rule for hardwood floor houses or is it for carpeted
I
houses?
mean, I think my house is mostly hardwood, right? I think
Mine-
with some area rugs.
Yeah.
But we don't wear shoes in the house. If we have people over or a get together, that rules out the door.
I think that's pretty
I agree.
general.
It's kind of same thing for me.
Everyone-
Just wanted to get your take on it. That's all.
Yeah.
Have you ever took
That's how it is.
your shoes off at other people's house?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
they requested it, or you did it out of respect.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever been requested to take your shoes?
Yes, I have. And part of me feels.
Were they Asian?
Part of me feels it could be. So it's almost emasculating. You know what I mean?
You're like,
When you're fucking going into cardiac arrest just to put your shoes back on when you leave.
bending over,
That's always embarrassing.
just slip them. You don't have to tie them.
All right. Everybody got those slip-on Skechers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so all right. So if you do a situation like that, do you feel like these people should offer you slippers?
No,
No.
I don't want to wear their slippers.
So you just
I think there's a couple of dynamics here. How long are you staying? Are you stopping by to pick something up, or are you there to have?
no,
some-
you're there hanging out.
Okay.
You're there hanging out.
Like if you're stopping by for butter to borrow some butter, and they ask you to take your shoes off.
Who does that?
I know.
When was the last
A
time you
cup of
borrowed
sugar.
butter from somebody?
No, I
Huh?
do.
Cup of sugar.
We do. So
You do?
All right, here's a scenario for you. Here's a
I
scenario.
borrowed dog food recently.
You're in your friend's basement watching the game. Shoes on or off?
Basement?
On
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. So you already said if you're going over for butter, shoes on. If you're in the basement, shoes off. If you're at the
No, we
party,
said on.
shoes are.
We said basement shoes on.
But you got to walk through the house to get to the
shoes
basement.
on.
Not my house.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, you're fancy.
No, I'm not
know
saying that. I'm not. Trust me,
He has an
dude.
entrance.
I have a small house, man. I'm not fancy. I just have an outside entrance to my basement.
That's fancy.
Oh, whatever.
That's fancy.
You come over, I guarantee you will not say it's fancy.
It is kind of fancy. It is kind of fancy though.
Like to have an outside entrance?
No, your basement. He's got fucking.
I
full-size
redid it.
Arcade games and
it's-
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
it is
fancy.
kind of fancy.
it's
He's got a full kitchen.
He's fancy.
whatever.
He's a fucking fancy. He's fancy, Gabe.
I had friends over this last week, and they even asked me. They asked me, "Should we take?" Because it's a brand new
I was going to
house.
say,
like,
Gabe, your
literally.
house is pretty new.
And they said, do we need to take our shoes off? I'm like, fuck no, just come on in.
I mean,
Whatever.
listen, you might be asking for trouble. Ask someone to take their shoes off. I mean,
Sticky feet.
yeah. I mean, we're grown men. You know, I mean, me personally.
Sweat marks from the socks and
Oh
shit.
my
dude.
god. I mean, listen, men are disgusting. You know what I mean? They stink. You know, like
It's much easier to
let's be real.
take your shoes off in the summertime because chances are you have on like flip flops or something quick. You know what I mean?
What are those shoes called, Mike? The ones you slip on?
Skechers.
Oh, it's up at Hey Dudes.
Oh, hey dudes are awesome.
Yeah, Hey Dudes are great. All right, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to get you guys' take. Like I said, I've been to both your houses obviously numerous times, and I never had to take my shoes off. So I kind of knew the answer, but I'm just saying if you guys have ever been in those situations, is it weird? You know what I mean? It's like I know.
I think the request is weird for someone to ask you to do it. You know, I think that.
I grew up in a house that I mean, if I wore shoes in the house, I would have got smacked with the wooden spoon. Like I don't think I've ever wore shoes. I used to sit outside on the front porch and fucking put my shoes on most of the time.
Wow.
I mean, your house,
No, I mean, but yeah.
Mike's house when we were when
My mother kept it
yeah.
clean.
Fucking
Oh my God, when we were
Italian-
kids?
Italian homemakers.
Forget it,
Don't fuck with them.
forget it. You couldn't.
My mother's Puerto Rican, but I mean,
Okay.
she kept a clean house.
Yeah,
she
no,
still does.
I mean, I'm just
Did you have plastic on the couch?
No, but there was furniture that we weren't allowed to use and shit. You know, like it was just there for decoration.
Same, bro. I had a room we weren't allowed in.
yeah. Well, you walk into Mike's house, right? And the first room to your left, what did you call that room? The white room,
Sitting room.
the white carpet.
Sitting room?
What'd you call that room?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, the other living room. There was two living rooms.
I don't know because I've
A
never been in
sitting,
it.
a sitting room.
My grandmother
A sitting room.
My grandmother had one.
I never
She would
went in that room
ventilate it.
until Mike put a pool table in there. Well, his dad put a pool table in there. But that room, okay, the way she used to vacuum, you would see like she would know an inch. Like remember, like in Misery.
God. This-
Remember when the penguin wasn't facing north?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mike's mom would know if we
She
walked
had
in that room.
perfect triangle marks in the carpet.
Yeah.
Perfect triangle.
Dude,
marks.
my mom and your mom would have got along great.
All right, speaking of houses, I know this isn't on the agenda, but I have a question for you guys. Security cameras. How many is too many? Because I just put an eighth one
Whoa.
in my house.
Eighth?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you got probably 6 too many.
Really?
I mean, listen. Is your neighborhood bad? Do you need it? You know, that's a question. You need full.
No.
If you need full surveillance, then go full surveillance. But
No, it's not a bad neighborhood, but I have one looking at my north side gate, one looking at my south side gate,
Yeah.
one at my backyard, one at my front door, one in the cul-de-sac.
you got one in the shower.
No, but I should.
I have 4 outside, 2 inside.
4, yeah, and the 2 inside. One's in the bathroom, and the other one's where?
Nah. Yeah, I have 6, Gabe. I'm right behind you, Bo.
Do you really?
So the reason why I have so many of those is because where I live at, it's kind of the country, right? And it takes the cops. It's going to take the cops quite a while to get here.
What do you mean? Quite a
So
while.
I-
How long? 15 minutes.
At least 7 minutes. I've timed
That's
it.
fancy.
It's at least 7 minutes driving 50 miles an hour.
How quick to get to your house if there was an emergency? I'm just curious. I don't know.
Gotta be honest with you, not going with it.
Never had to do it.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna
What do you think? I don't know.
I'm gonna guess. That's seven.
Five
7
minutes?
minutes is very fast.
I thought that was fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
No, I
he
think
says,
it's blowing
he
it
does
out.
a long time, but
I had to call an ambulance once, and they were there in,
minutes, right?
in under 5 minutes.
Ambulance is different. The ambulance around here, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. South Country ambulance is
Literally
phenomenal.
under 5
Yeah,
minutes.
that's different. But I'm saying, but like police,
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot longer.
A lot longer.
I think so.
I had to call the fire department once. Bro, they were fucking at my house.
Once again, different.
Yeah.
They're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is here. They're in Bellport. There's
That was so embarrassing.
You had a call, huh?
I was barbecuing, and my barbecuing got a little out of control.
You couldn't handle it.
Bro, I am so fucking embarrassed.
Hey, Joe.
I had like 8 burgers on the fucking grill, right? And I put the lid down. I walked inside to get some other sides ready. I came out and I lifted the lid up. Bro, I swear to God, 15-foot fucking flames.
You got to clean the barbecue.
I do, bro. I do.
It was the fat in the burgers. Yeah, it's just tripping.
So now my barbecue's
Yo!
my barbecue's hooked up to a
Propane?
50 gallon propane tank.
Oh, wow.
And it's close. So I shut that off. I shut the gas off. But now I'm fucking nervous because I can't get these fucking flames down, dude. Throwing salt on it.
Wait, did you get the burgers off the grill?
I got the burgers off the grill.
And the flames were still going?
Flames were it was blazing, bro.
You gotta,
And at the time I had
I think milk, bro. I think you got to pour milk on it.
oh.
I heard if you pee on it.
Well,
Like
at the time
like
I had
a jellyfish thing.
it was a really old, nasty wooden dry deck. So I was getting nervous.
Oh, it was
And
close?
It was close to my house.
Oh, man.
Couldn't get it out. Called the fire department. Bro, they came fucking with 4 trucks.
Oh, my God.
These guys walk in my yard and they start laughing at me. I wanted to fucking melt and die.
Oh, man.
So that he actually said baking powder. You should just throw baking powder on it, and that kind of puts it out. But they were like, "This is one of 20 that we'll deal with this summer."
It was at a lesson learned. Did you buy fire extinguishers? The
Yeah.
ABC fire extinguishers?
He said you don't want to use a fire extinguisher on a barbecue because then you got to throw it away. That whatever that chemical is,
Right.
fucks to go.
Yeah,
fucks to
forget
go.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, you ever squeeze one of those things and
I never fired a fire extinguisher. You
yeah,
I fired a lot of fire extinguishers.
really?
with the powder?
Not in my house.
With the powder ones, you can't breathe, bro. It consumes your lungs. It's fucking disgusting.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was an embarrassing moment for me. My kids were fucking in shock of how much of.
I've had, right, talking about like the local, like the fire department around here, the response time is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Because
Phenomenal.
my kitchen, my house is small. So we're cooking and stuff. And
Small but fancy.
yeah, the smoke alarm goes off and it's connected to my alarm system. So automatically the smoke alarm goes off.
Oh, it goes right to the fire department.
They shoot a call right to the fire department. So I hear, woo, I hear the fire department go off, like the siren go off that we heard in the beginning of the episode. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, no way. So I'm like racing. I'm trying to catch the guys. Like, no, it's a false alarm. It doesn't matter.
They have to check it out.
still have to
They have
come
to
and
come.
stuff.
They have to still look at
Yeah.
everything, right? Yeah.
Oh my God. That happened about 3 times. And the next day I'm coming to the fire department, bringing like a couple dozen donuts. And I'm like, so, because now they'll find you.
Yeah, I know.
They'll find
That's
you.
funny though. When I made the call for the barbecue, 10 seconds after I hung up, I heard the fucking whistle. Here we go.
Yeah.
My kids was like, "Is that for us?" I'm like, "Yep."
Sure is. Now that's a fire.
Yeah. It sucks. So, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
I don't know, but thank you to all the emergency service people.
Yeah,
absolutely. Let me tell you right now.
appreciate Your volunteer work for the fire department, that's volunteer.
I'm not just
They don't get
saying
paid
that
for that shit.
because we live here and stuff,
No.
but I mean, the ambulance company around here, I mean, these guys are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Their
No, shout
response
out.
time is tremendous, man. They're
And they
great.
save lives. That's the serious
Absolutely.
thing. You know what I mean?
Same thing with the fire department. The police could be a little quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, that's that. Speaking of police, okay, guys, I have a quick update. I don't want to take too much time. All right, Mike's favorite topic. Okay, true crime. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard. Right?
There was an arrest me.
Yes. Okay, so we brought up like
2.
the 2 suspects that were there was 4 suspects total, but 2 suspects in the Long Island body parts case have pled not guilty to new charges. They have been arrested. Okay, 2 suspects in the Long Island body parts case were arraigned on new charges Tuesday and are being held behind bars. Stephen Brown and Amanda Wallace pleaded not guilty to the new charges of conspiracy and robbery, respectively. Prosecutors say Brown and 2 other suspects planned to kill Malcolm Craig Brown and Donna Connolly in February. Jeffrey McKee and Alexis Nieves were charged with the murders on Monday. The victims' remains were found scattered across Long Island. 3 of the suspects, including Wallace, are also charged in gas station robbery that prosecutors say is connected to the killings. So these fucking guys, remember, not only we brought up on this pod,
They were on a spree. Yeah.
they were stealing from CVS, right? So now it's coming out that they robbed the gas station on top of killing these 2 people and spreading their body parts all over the place. So
Animals.
that's
Animals.
that. That's just a little update as we promised. You guys have anything to add? Because I mean, no?
No, that's just a bunch of fucking dirtbags, honestly.
Totally.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to actor and / comedian Dante Nero. He gave us a shout out on his podcast
Yeah.
the other day. He told people check it out, and
What is Dante in? What can we see him in?
He's been in like Ocean's 8, the movie. He's been in Blacklist, a couple episodes of Blacklist.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has small roles, but he's really like a really great stand-up comedian. And
Okay, is he performing anywhere?
right now, I'm not sure. I honestly I didn't go that far to look it up.
Okay.
But I was really excited when I saw he gave us a shout out. And
Yeah, that was cool.
I
That was cool. You sent that.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dante. And
Thank you, Dante.
yeah, good luck, and we'll try to support you as much as we can.
Yeah, and we would love to have you on the show as a guest.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
If we can pull that off.
Mike's all over that. You heard that, Gabe? All right.
Wow.
You guys got anything else before we wind down?
What are we winding down till?
Costco.
We're winding down from the pod. All right. So that's it. We're going to start
That's it.
winding down, guys,
We're
with
gonna
our
wind down.
Brew Crew email like we do every week.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Let's hit it.
Get in contact with us at brewcrew@beersandbs.com.
Nice. All right.
Welcome.
Brew Crew email.
You've
Joey.
got mail.
Yes.
Mike just gave us our email. Where can our fans, our audience find us?
You name it. Anywhere you get your podcast. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube.
Amazon.
I recommend watching us on YouTube because watching us adds a whole new element.
That's right.
I
that
agree.
think you'll enjoy.
That's the only way I rewatch a show.
Just don't do it while you're driving.
Just to remind people, you can also watch it on Spotify.
Make sure you
There's-
subscribe and like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, Gabe. You
Yeah.
can watch it on Spotify.
Thanks. And also check out Chew Quieter. Come on, Gabe. That was your cue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going there. Yes, check out Chew Quieter, my podcast.
There we go. All right. Our first email.
I can't believe we have 2 million followers by now. That happened quick, right?
Yeah, and listen,
2 million. I'm still waiting for my check.
we're getting there.
Me too. What the fuck?
All right. Brew Crew email. Our first one is from another Mike, not this Mike, but Mike from Bayport. Okay. And he asks, if you could speak any language fluently, what would it be? All right, Mike, we know yours would be English. Joey, what about you? Again, Mike, what would it be, buddy?
For me, basic Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's like the other language in the world.
Okay. Do you feel, being that, you're Hispanic heritage, do you feel like, are you embarrassed that you don't speak Spanish?
Not embarrassed. No.
No?
No, but just never, I wasn't raised in those conditions. My parents spoke English.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have loved to be bilingual.
Maybe embarrassed was not the right word. I'm saying, but like, do you regret?
Yeah, of course
Okay.
you regret it. I wish I could do it. Speak another language. I probably have like 100-word Spanish vocabulary.
Yeah.
But
If you went to Spain, though, can you get by?
no, because you know what, they speak so fast.
Yeah.
I could pick up like every fourth word. You know what I mean? So I mean, maybe I could get by, and I'll say, let me get a frio cerveza, por
Yeah.
favor. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
not fluently.
Yeah. So like I said, bad choice of words, embarrassed. I regret. Same thing. Both my parents are born in Cuba. I don't speak Spanish. I can understand, a little bit, but I don't speak it. And I was being taught it when I was a kid, and I kind of pushed back away from it because my mother speaks 5 languages, as you know. My mother's got a heavy accent.
Yeah.
She speaks 5 different languages. English was actually the last language she learned.
Really.
And because of it, I feel like I was nobody could really understand my mom. You know what I mean? And
You can understand, huh?
but when I was younger, I dealt with that a lot. And I guess you could say maybe I was a little. That's probably like a lot of the pushback where I'm like, no, I didn't want to do that, and I kind of fought it. I fought against it, and I regret it. I regret it.
Yeah. No, I mean,
many times.
it can help you in business, can help you in social situations, and and it's just really good to know.
Have you visited Cuba? Or no.
Because let's be honest, if you're in a fucking elevator and everybody's speking Spanish, you think they're talking about you, right? And you're like sitting there like,
No, they are talking about you.
That was remember in Seinfeld, the Korean nail salon. Do you remember that with Elaine?
Yeah.
The Korean nail salon.
And she brought her
She brought George's father.
Yeah, to interpret
He was in
for her.
Korea.
And they were talking about her,
Yeah,
right?
they were.
Yeah. That's why I feel like every time I walk into a bodega and shit, I'm like,
Oh, just
can I
get
get
the
the pening and white rice? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so Spanish. Joey, what about you, buddy?
I don't know. I think I'm going to go with. I grew up in a house. Both my parents spoke fluent Italian, but I never really caught on to it, or they didn't speak it to me. But I think I'd like to be fluent in Italian.
Yeah.
Very similar to Spanish.
Yeah.
I feel like I could, if there's a conversation going on, I could figure out what someone's talking about pretty easily, but I can't really jump in.
Right, you can't
Have you been to Italy?
add
No.
to the conversation.
No.
But you've been to Staten Island, so same
Same
right?
thing.
Same thing.
Staten, Italy.
Gay, what about you, buddy?
I'm in the same boat as Mike. I was raised by parents that spoke Spanish. My mom, it's her second language. Her second language is Spanish. My dad's second language is English, but they both spoke Spanish. I never learned Spanish, so I'm kind of like, I would like to learn Spanish because my grandparents on my dad's side didn't speak English at all. I never was able to communicate.
What do they speak?
Spanish. So I always had to have my dad translate. So it would have been nice to have known Spanish so I could say to them without a translator, I love you.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, but if I really, really, really wanted to speak another language, it'd probably be Japanese.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Very cool, yeah.
That's the hardest language I heard, right? To learn? I think so.
Yeah, I think it is. That or canine. Just because I'd love to speak to my dog. Just understand what the fuck you want. You want to go outside? Are you hungry? You want a toy? What?
The actual, what is the level of languages in the world? Is it English, Spanish, and Mandarin? Is it the top three there?
Oh, I don't know.
As far as what, most spoken?
Yeah. I think that is. I think Mandarin is like
Mandarin more than like French or
Yeah, I'm going to say probably English is probably the most, right?
English. I don't know. Spanish is all over the world too.
Right,
You know.
yeah.
Around the world, I think English is taught more around the world than any other language is taught in the United States.
I've been in Greece and that was on my honeymoon 22 years ago. And they were like, they teach English. Back then they were teaching English in school.
they're still
know?
teaching English here.
I mean, I know.
Costco,
Mike's got a class tomorrow.
Sam's Club.
They, I think TV, television has opened the doors a lot for a lot of English, for people learning English.
Yeah.
Think about it. Everything's streamed now.
Mhm.
You could watch Netflix anywhere. in
No,
the
you
world.
hear about these athletes and they say that's the way they learned the language. But I tried that shit. I tried to put on like a Spanish thing with the subtitles and I cannot get it. I can't get it, bro.
Let's be honest, bro. Telemundo, those girls are hot.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta watch
distraction.
Telemundo
You're
with
like,
the weather girls.
What was that, Gabe?
You gotta watch the Telemundo with the weather girls.
Oh yeah.
They got the hottest weather.
Just think
girls.
of like musicians.
Que hora es?
Musicians that travel and tour around the world. They're singing in English, and everybody they're in Japan, and there's the audience is singing to them, singing with them.
They-
That,
every single word.
That K-pop, the Korean.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got these girls, American girls. They're singing every word. It's all
Yes.
Korean.
Yep.
It's
cool.
I mean, I don't know if they know what it means.
No.
Anyway, for me, you would think it would be Spanish just because both my parents born in Cuba, but
Mhm.
it's French.
French.
You want to learn
You're
French?
fucking romantic.
Yes, it is, dude.
Adrian.
French is such a beautiful,
Fancy and
when-
romantic.
right? I mean, when you hear it spoken,
It
it's
is.
such a beautiful language.
It is.
Like my mother speaks French. It's funny.
How did she pick that up?
Well, because she was raised in Haiti,
Oh.
and they have that patois,
Yeah.
that French dialect.
connection, yeah.
So it's funny. Like my brother and I were the only people my mother spoke English to. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Really?
Besides, people she worked with and
All
stuff.
right, but family members, they all speak. Yeah.
No, they all spoke French.
Yeah.
Or
So that's what my mother's fluent in Spanish, and my mother comes from a large family. There's 12 of them
yeah, I
all
was
together.
just like,
There was 12
so
of them,
many.
and to me, they use Spanish like a code, so that like the little kids didn't know what they were talking
Yeah.
about. Because these women love to gossip, you know what I mean? And that's when the phone cord was like 20 feet long.
Yeah.
They go walk around the house with their fucking
Yeah.
bouncy cord.
All
And,
that cheese.
and I wouldn't know. I'm watching TV and I'm not picking that shit up.
Yeah.
You know?
There's been a couple, like what you said though, as far as people talking about you. There's been a couple of instances where my mom has been around people,
Oh, and they were talking shit, and she interpreted that shit.
And she chimed in, and you got. I'm telling you, right? You want to see shock and awe on people's faces. You know what I mean? When they're like, when they like, she understands what they're saying and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like that's a great feeling. So,
is it weird that I also want to learn German just so I can listen back to the Hitler speeches?
No, I mean yes,
yeah,
that is weird. Yeah.
Why do you want to listen to the Hitler speeches?
No, don't do that.
Because I've heard that his speeches were actually brilliant.
No,
and I don't mean that in the sense of like, you know, he was a mastermind.
No,
they've got to be
hatred.
they've got to be dubbed and translated somewhere.
So there is a AI that has translated his voice, his actual voice, but into English, and it's fucking amazing. But the way that he delivers speeches is
All right, he was a people mover. Obviously, he got the whole country to fucking follow him down a fucking.
They could teach classes on this shit.
You know,
yeah,
insane.
I mean, he was an asshole. He was a fucking horrible
No,
person.
but I guess he had some kind of charismatic, you know, characteristics. If you could get that many people to follow your word, you know. But
yes, I mean a whole nation. You know.
Yeah, no, they followed him. You know, insanity.
Anyway, great question, Mike from Bayport.
Down the rabbit hole once again.
Love it. Guys, we got one more email. And I just want you guys to guess who that's from.
Hey, Barb.
Barbara from Mastic. There it is, Joe. I was trying to give you a second to cue it up.
I was caught up looking for my German fucking
our favorite follower, Barb.
My German
Scheißen abwischen, du musst. Klopapier, du musst nehmen, Luke. Nicht das Handtuch. Sonst ein Dreckschwein, du bist.
That's
German Yoda.
Is it? Anyway, Barbara from Mastic. Our favorite listener, Barbara from Mastic. All right, she's got a great question actually this week. What would you rather have? Okay, if you could have a remote control, okay, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a pause button on your life or a rewind button?
Great question.
Great question.
I've kind of thought about this. Like, you want to say rewind to fix, you know, some regrettable moments in your life, but you know what? If you fix those moments,
then it's not your life,
right? Because like different things could, you know, it could change, it could alter your future, and I'm happy with everybody that's in my life right now, and I wouldn't want to miss anybody, you know? So I think it would be a pause button because I'm getting old as fuck, white like a motherfucker. Can we pause this shit, please?
You look fantastic.
Yeah, right.
So you do. Where would you pause? What time frame would you pause?
Right now,
when your kids were young?
No. Right now.
He's like, forget about my kids. It's all about me right now. It's like, while I have a full head of hair.
How fresh is that haircut?
Yesterday.
Nice. All right.
We're 40. I'm 48 years old, right? I mean, that's over. I'm not making it to fucking 96, right? So fucking, I'm past that halfway point. Let's put a pause on.
I thought you were gonna live to 400. Didn't you say that?
I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, I would love to, and from my mouth to God's ears, let me be the next fucking Noah. Let's do this shit. You know what I mean? But realistically, the men in my father's side of the family never lasted long. You know, so if I make it to 70, it'll be an accomplishment.
You would want to pause right
now.
Right now. Okay.
I could see you living to like 96.
I want to. Yeah, I do.
I could see that.
I want to.
I think you're resilient.
Are you stoned?
Mike's gonna be fucking right.
Yeah.
Fucking bomb drops. Mike's gonna be riding a bike with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the roach you can't kill.
Jerry, what about you, pal?
I don't know. This is a really good question. I'm definitely not rewinding. I don't like looking back. I like looking forward. You know what I mean? Whatever happened behind me happened. I'm moving forward.
No regrets.
But if there was a slow-mo button, I'd like to hit that.
Yeah.
Just to fucking slow. I know that's not the question.
No, but that's it.
I just want to slow things down because I feel like I'm at a point in my life where fucking things are just happening so fast. Kids are growing up. This shit's happening fast. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna hit pause with Mike.
Okay.
For various reasons.
Gabe, what about you?
It's a no-brainer for me. Rewind all the way.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of regrets.
But look at you now. It made you who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. If I can go back,
You think you could be a better person?
I would be a much
You
better person.
think you could?
Now
But no. Listen, hold on. Let me stop you right there. If you had that ability to be a better person in the past, you could be a better person right now. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you had that ability in the past, you have it in you now. You could change your life and do whatever you want.
Joey, where's that music?
No, it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
We're
look
just
at you.
lazy sometimes. We're complacent, you know. And basically, I'm happy. You know, I don't want to go any further. I'm happy right now. I have everything I need, everybody I love, you know. But if I want to go and, you know what? My next step is this podcast. I wanted to blow the fuck up. I want to be right behind McCaffrey on ESPN. We could do it. Why not?
McCaffrey?
Yeah, Christian.
What do you mean?
He has the new show after.
does he?
Yeah, after the other guy.
Oh, I didn't see after Pat McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's
no shit.
so McCaffrey, McCasty. No, I don't.
Okay, but now look at you. You're producing the #1 podcast on iTunes, Amazon.
Guys, just so we're all clear, English is Mike's second language.
If I could rewind, then I would know exactly what to do.
We're 32nd in Singapore right now. 32nd in podcast in Singapore. Fuck around.
Fuck around.
They wear T-shirts of Adrian all around fucking town, bro. Look, Adrian's face says stuff like that.
This podcast has cured me of that, just so you know, okay? It's cured me of that.
Frozen cappuccino.
All right, so Mike and Tony Robbins both feel the same way. And for me, I'm rewinding, guys. Sorry. I'm not on board with you guys.
Okay.
I'm rewinding.
Yo, Adrian.
Do I have I don't really have a lot of regrets. I think
That's what I'm saying.
I
What
think
are you rewinding
no,
to?
because I think I've made some good choices. I really do. I think I made some good choices. But I would like to rewind because some things have happened, you know what I'm saying, to me that I wish I would have knew were coming. You know what I mean? So if I could rewind and I could see that coming, I could adjust.
It built character. It made you a better person, and you know how to handle a situation like that now, right?
Yes.
You can see it coming now.
Yes.
It's a learning experience, and that's it.
Yeah, I know.
Mike has turned
life
into
is a
a
bunch
Greek
of
philosopher.
sacrifices and fucking turmoil and disappointment. I mean, let's be honest. Honestly, in a year, if you have fucking 2 weeks of fucking bliss, that's a good year. The rest of the time you're working, grinding, you know what I mean, surviving. I mean, bad things happen all the time. So,
well, it's not even so much like bad things. I'm not even saying.
but they do. It's disappointing. Like you hear,
sorry, bro.
Look at tornadoes and stuff. You know what I mean? Like earthquakes. Like what the fuck? You know, we're lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
You know, let's be grateful.
At the same time, nobody challenged your choice, so
no, you're not rewinding, motherfucker.
All right. Yeah. I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, you can rewind.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'll allow it this time.
Yeah, thank you. Free will, right? Mike just gave me free will. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. So I like that we're split though. Between the four of us, we're split. I like that. You know what though? But another fantastic question from Barbara from Aztec.
She bought it again.
Right?
She does not disappoint.
I'll tell you, she definitely makes us think.
Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Barb.
You're the
guys,
best.
that's all I got.
That's all
Anybody
I
else?
got.
Yeah.
I got go fucking New York.
Go New York.
Let's
Go New York. Go.
Go New York. Go New York.
Yo, who's got to step up tonight? I tell you who better fucking correct himself. Number one,
Josh Hart.
No, Mitchell fucking Robinson. Be a fucking man tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Put the body on fucking Embiid. Right? Let's bump him. Let's be a man. I don't care if you fucking foul out in the fucking third quarter. Hit this motherfucker. Start, demanding the offensive, boards, and let's get it going because it starts right there.
Jalen needs help. He needs Josh Hart. He needs Isaiah Hartenstein. The great offensive rebounds are going to be huge.
What's the kid? It starts with an M. He wears the headband.
Precious.
No,
McBride. Deuce
McBride. All right. He's wishy-washy. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's been phenomenal.
He had a great game.
He's been phenomenal this series. Are you kidding me? He's got like 70 points in the series coming off the bench. Mike, nobody has that. Nobody has that. And any any series going on in the NBA right now, nobody has that many points.
I want to look at his shot percentage. I think he misses a lot of shots, and I need him to step up. I need him to step up and fucking start.
I don't want to be the guy that be like, you're wrong, you're fucking wrong.
All right.
And we got to start the game fast. We can't fucking.
We're always
they
behind.
start that last game was terrible.
Every game we started from behind.
Yeah.
Listen, Josh Hart, when he got the ball, bro, he don't know like who to pass to. He looks nervous.
Yes, I
he
agree.
needs to fucking scale it
I
back,
agree.
bro. You're a fucking professional athlete. He has the ability. We all know that. We see it. Calm the fuck down, bro.
I think Josh Hart was definitely nervous taking those free throws.
Yeah, he was nervous. Like, he needs to take a deep breath and fucking step back and like, all right, I'm just an accessory to, a cog in the machine.
All
you know, I don't have to carry the weight. You know,
He was one of the people I was talking about earlier when we brought this up, where as soon as he got the ball, he's looking for Brunson.
Yeah.
He's ready to just look to dish it. Like, please
The
play an
whole
hot
time.
potato.
The whole
You know what I
time.
mean? Yeah.
The one game he came up clutch, right? He was shooting a couple threes at the very end and
Oh.
stuff. Like, he was like a hero effect.
The second game,
Yeah,
he
was a hero.
had like 25 points. How many threes? I think like 4 threes he had.
Yeah.
Gabe, what'd you say though?
How young is that team?
The Knicks?
Yeah.
I mean,
obviously they don't have a lot.
right
of
now the
players.
youngest team is Oklahoma City.
This guy, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Isaiah Hardenstein.
Hardenstein. So they had him on the Roommates podcast.
I heard that one.
He's
it was
like,
good.
he said Habenstein.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
How's it spelled?
It's Hartenstein, right?
Right? Are you sure?
I think it is.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's just
Anyway, he was on the fucking Roommates podcast, all right? And they asked him, "Are you fucking black?"
I heard that. It was good.
He goes,
wait, black to him?
"Yeah,
Why did they ask him that?
because he's black,
His
bro."
mom's black, right? Or
No, yeah, he's black. He goes, "I'm not black. I'm bright."
Yes, that's right.
He goes, "I'm half 50% black." Yeah, they know. His teammates know,
Wait,
but
so
yeah,
he's mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a black mother and a white father.
or vice versa. I didn't get the breakdown.
I think
but-
it's the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at him.
He doesn't
right.
look-
That's what he said. I'm bright. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I mean, like you look at Derek Jeter, you could see it.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you see it.
Yeah. But it was. A
I would
funny
never think he was.
But once again, Brunson and
McBride.
Josh Hart. McBride.
Josh Hart, no, roommates.
Yeah.
Oh.
The podcast.
Yeah, concentrate on fucking basketball. All right, leave the podcast to us.
Sam's Club.
Once again, guys, in Mike's head, all right, you got the Kelsey brothers, and then we're number 2.
Well, fuck the Kelsey brothers, bro. You heard
Did he?
Jason Kelsey signed with ESPN.
So he'll be what on NFL Today?
Monday Night Football, no?
I don't know what position, but
Wow.
he signed the deal. I don't know.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's go fucking Knicks. All right.
Just put it in my
Guys,
mouth.
thank you for listening. So good to be back. I miss you guys. I missed having fun like this, getting things off my chest.
DiVincenzo, he's gonna be the hero tonight.
Oh, he needs to
DiVincenzo,
be.
The big
6 3-pointers. Let's go.
The big ragu.
Let's
Here
go,
we
Knicks. Episode 26 in the books. See you next week.
Gabe,
home
thank you
safe,
very
everybody.
much. All right. Good night, everybody.
New York, go, New York, go.
I'm not a player.
That Joe sitting courtside. You saw that, right?
That's why I said.
Oh, that's good fun.